A real gangster would actually do a better job at pouring beer, but a real gangster would drink maximized beer because it tastes that fucking good. Now, our today's theme for today's Monday night at the movies, of course, is crime, gangsters, motherfuckers you don't want to fuck with. You get what I'm saying? And maximized beer. So the first one we're going to watch tonight is Guy Ritchie at his best. His comeback. His best since Rock and Rolla and the Sherlock Holmes movies. It's right up there. I would say this is better than Snatch. With a better cast, better dialogue, and very well executed. The film, of course, is Matthew McConaughey at his best. An American gangster living in London, trying to retire and give away his land of crops, of drugs, to whoever wants to buy it, who's ever going to want to spend the most on it. But then he's double-crossed, and then he's betrayed, and then another group of guys want him dead. What can a gangster do but come back and kill and take what is his? Thing is, The Gentleman is a gritty, violent, very well executed film with a great cast. I mean, Hugh Grant, you know, the guy for Weddings and a Funeral and all those wimpy films, girl flicks, he's actually pretty damn good in this film. That's sort of the douchebag sort of thinks he knows it all. He talks a lot in this movie too, and he does a good job. His chemistry with Charlie Hunnam is perfect. They do a good job. Charlie Hunnam plays the second right-hand man to Matthew McConaughey. He works for Matthew McConaughey. Colin Farrell is hilarious as a sort of like and that's a guy who does nice things for students. He's like a basketball coach whose students accidentally stole some of Matthew McConaughey's drugs. So now Colin Farrell thinks he owes a debt to Matthew McConaughey and is willing to help him out with anything. And Michelle Dockery is very good in this film as the wife of Matthew McConaughey. And of course, you got this new guy, who I never heard of. But it's a well-done cast. Lots of double-crossing, violence, and lots of, the kind of humor that you see in Snatch and Lock, Stocks, and Two Smoking Barrels. Right after this, I can see another cool film that came out in 1994, the same year as Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction became the favorite, and this film became unnoticed. But it got a cult following. Jimmy the Saint, played by Andy Garcia, in Things to Do to Endeavor When You're Dead. Another great film. And Jimmy the Saint works for Christopher Walken, who's in a wheelchair. His son is some kind of pedophile. His son gets in trouble by trying to grab a little girl, and now Christopher Walken wants him to do him a favor. Kidnap, the boyfriend, hurt him a bit, and try to convince the girl to come back, bring the girl back, and she will fall in love with his son again. But it doesn't turn out that simple because Jimmy Saint picks a crew of really violent people. You got William Forsythe. You got the great Christopher. What's his name? Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. As a guy with few fingers missing, who works at a porn hub, a porn store, and agrees to help out. You got Tree Williams as Critical Bill, a great sociopath. I mean, it's a wonderful performance. And they all come to help out Eddie Garcia, Jimmy the Saint. But when things go wrong and they end up killing people that they shouldn't, then Christopher Walken says, buckwheats. You're all buckwheats. Means you're all dead. So he hires a hitman named Mr. Played beautifully by Steve Buscemi. Is this creepy, silent hitman who kills people. And of course, you got Glenn Plummer and Don Cheadle in cameos as gangsters. And of course, you got Bill Nunn from the, what's that movie, Sister Act. It's got cool language, cool dialogue. Great acting from this cast. Really good acting. I mean, Tree Williams has never been better in this movie. And so is Andy Garcia. Everyone is perfect in this movie. Christopher Walken does make a great job. Jen McCarthy is pretty in this film as his Christopher Walken's maid. Everyone's perfectly cast in this film. The third film I'm going to watch tonight, of course, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with, of course, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Margot Robbie, set in the 60s, in the late 60s, and it chronicles the few years in the lives of Leonardo DiCaprio's movie star character and Brad Pitt, the body double. And it's hilarious. It also chronicles the rise of Charles Manson, because she plays one of the victims of Charles Manson, Margot Robbie. And it's perfectly casted. It's got great dialogue. It's got a great scene with Bruce Lee versus Brad Pitt, which is hilarious. Kurt Russell's in this movie, which you gotta know. Steve Buscemi's in this movie. A whole bunch of great actors are in this movie. And of course you got Bruce Dern, who replaced, of course, the late Burt Reynolds. And you got Luke Perry in a small performance before his death. So that's the movie I'm going to watch tonight too. And if I have time, Free Fire. This is John Christie at the movies. Monday night at the movies with Maximum Ice Beer. Oh, that's good beer. Good beer. Talk to you later.